say I have an athlete who is, you know, kind of the example is like really hyped up for a game, and yet they're going to perform a lot better when they're sort of, you know, a little bit more even keeled, a little bit more kind of calm, and things have slowed down a little bit. You know, I'm gonna have them just do some very simple, like deep, long breaths. You know, sort of like if you ever watch professional soccer player before they're about to take a penalty kick, you might see them kind of stop a moment, take a really deep breath in, deep breath out, and they might do that 3 or 4 times. And all that's doing is sort of settling themselves down, calming their nerves down before going up and taking the shot. Same thing can be applied to a lacrosse player. You know, if there's a timeout, if there's halftime, if there's just a break in the action, just an opportunity for them to kind of relax, reset. And that same thing can be applied before the game, where if they're really hyped up, take a few really deep breaths, long exhale, and just let them set, like just kind of bring everything back under control, and it'll help settle them down a lot. Where you have an athlete getting caught up in sort of the action, the calls, etc., and it's pulling them out of their element, then yes, the breath work's similar to if you have someone who's too amped up and you want to kind of calm them down. The deep breathing will help, but that's also where we start to bring in the mental performance side, where you're getting caught up too much in what you can't control. So, you know, understanding that, like, you know, there's things you can control, there's things you can't. So what strategies can be brought in to kind of help reestablish that understanding? And with the breath work, it's a very simple thing for them to focus on. So if it's all about reestablishing control, like body control awareness, like, then yeah, do some breathing and just focus on the breath. Focus on that one thing, and that'll kind of help, you know, center them, so to speak. But there has to be that mental performance and mental performance coaching as well, to really address that issue, because it's probably something that is something that's probably maybe not consistent, but it's going to happen. You know, it's not just a one-off. So there's some other things going on there that, you know, can be dealt with and can be improved upon through mental performance in addition to the breath work itself. So say we have an athlete who is a little bit too hyped up, or they're, you know, getting a little too hot in the game, and so we want to try to, you know, calm them down or get them back into sort of their groove, into their flow. So you take them out, you put them on the bench, and you're just like, all right, let's do some breath work here to kind of like bring yourself back down. So what we'd be looking to do is a very simple, inhale, exhale, like count. So taking a 2 to 3 second breath in, 2 to 3 second breath out. And as that gets easier, so like initially you're coming off the field, that's going to be pretty challenging to do, but do 5 to 6 repetitions of that, and then try to extend it out another second or so. And then as that becomes easier, try to extend that out another second or so. And the goal will be to get to about 4 to 5 seconds of inhalation to exhalation. No pausing or anything like that, just keeping it nice and smooth. And by the time you kind of get to that 4 to 5 second ratio of, you know, inhalation to exhalation, you'll be feeling pretty good, pretty calm, kind of back into that, you know, into that groove you were in before, you know, whatever it was kind of knocked you out, you know, occurred.